Well, the vaccine is bringing hope that we are nearing the end of this pandemic. Healing from the collective trauma that we have experienced in this past year will likely take a lot longer. Local funeral home is hoping to provide another resource to help everyone learn how to deal with grief.
Grief is a universal experience. It's probably one of the only things that 100% of the population is going to experience.
Grief is a complicated emotion. It can be unifying, bringing together people to remember a loved one. But it can also be isolating, especially in a time like this, when we're unable to have the traditional rituals to say goodbye.
And so that has messed up a lot of people's processing of loss and how they do it.
Grief looks different for everyone, and everyone heals in their own unique way. But the first step is learning how to navigate the process.
So many families are struggling with a loss of a loved one. And for us to open that library allows them just another resource that we can offer them for help.
Matt Murphy is one of the funeral directors at Murphy Funeral Homes. They just opened the Molly and Dave Murphy Memorial Library at their Lyndhurst location. It is filled with books about grief and loss.
We don't necessarily just want to be funeral directors. We want to be your go-to people if you have questions about, anything related to death or, we want to be there to help.
The library is named after their grandparents.
They were the most kind and generous people. They cared for every family that came in the doors here at the funeral home. And naming it after them just gave us kind of another way for them to continue to serve families.
It includes books for every kind of grief, from losing a parent to losing a pet, as well as books targeted toward teaching kids about loss.
There's really a book for everything that you really need to related to grief and overcoming the significant loss and really your lowest time.
Experts say resources like these are vital right now as the U.S. approaches 500,000 COVID deaths. Even if you don't know someone personally who died, the sheer scope of the national suffering can weigh on you. And in those moments when it feels too heavy, know that there are resources around you to help you through.
Like just taking care of people, I think, is how we begin to heal.
We have a whole section on our website with resources to help you rebound from this tough time. Just click on the rebound section at the top of our homepage.